The steppes of Central Asia, a vast expanse of grasslands stretching from Europe to China. This was the home of the Turkic peoples, nomadic herders who roamed these lands for centuries. They lived in portable dwellings called yurts. These were easy to assemble and move. Horses were vital to their way of life, used for transport, herding and warfare. The Turkic peoples were renowned for their equestrian skills. They were expert horsemen, capable of covering vast distances on horseback. Their skill with a bow and arrow was legendary. They were also known for their fierce independence and warrior culture. Despite their nomadic lifestyle, the Turkic peoples developed complex social structures. They were organized into clans and tribes ruled by powerful leaders known as khans. Over time, these tribes coalesced into larger confederations, laying the foundation for the emergence of powerful empires. These nomadic people, bound by kinship and a shared way of life, would soon embark on a journey that would reshape the political and cultural landscape of Eurasia. Driven by population pressures, environmental changes, and the desire for new pastures and riches, the Turkic tribes commenced their westward migrations, setting in motion a chain of events that would have profound and lasting consequences. The 6th century witnessed the rise of the first Turkic empire, the Turkic Khaganate. This powerful empire stretched from southeastern Europe to the north of China. The Khaganate's founder, Bumin Kaghan, united the Turkic tribes. He led them on a wave of conquest that redrew the map of Central Asia. The Turkic Khaganate's success stemmed from its military prowess. The Turkic cavalry was a formidable force renowned for its speed, agility, and archery skills. They were masters of mounted warfare, able to overwhelm their enemies with lightning-fast raids and devastating attacks. The Khaganate's vast territory facilitated trade along the Silk Road. This brought great wealth to the empire. It also exposed the Turkic people to new goods and ideas from distant lands. This exchange of goods and culture had a profound impact on the development of Turkic society. However, internal strife and external pressures led to the Khaganate's fragmentation. It split into the Western and Eastern Turkic Khaganates. Despite this division, the Turkic peoples continued to exert considerable influence across Eurasia. They played a significant role in shaping the destinies of empires like Byzantium and Persia. The westward expansion of the Turkic Khaganates brought them into direct contact with two of the most powerful empires of the time, the Byzantine Empire in the west and the Sasanian Empire in the south. These encounters were characterized by both conflict and cooperation. The Byzantines, facing pressure from the Avars in Europe, sought to secure their eastern borders. They saw the Turkic Khaganate as a potential ally against the Sasanians. Emperor Justin II of Byzantium formed an alliance with the Western Turkic Khaganate. They aimed to weaken the Sasanians, who posed a significant threat to Byzantine interests in the Caucasus and the Levant. The Turkic Khaganates, for their part, were eager to exploit the strategic advantages of allying with Byzantium against Persia. They engaged in a series of wars against the Sasanians, weakening the Persian Empire. This inadvertently paved the way for the eventual Islamic conquests of Persia in the 7th century. These interactions with the Byzantine and Sasanian empires were not solely defined by conflict. They also involved diplomacy, trade, and cultural exchange. Turkic mercenaries served in both the Byzantine and Sasanian armies. They introduced their military expertise and influenced the tactics of these empires. In the 11th century, a new wave of Turkic migrations led by the Seljuk Turks swept across Persia and into Anatolia, the heartland of the Byzantine Empire. The Seljuks, originally from Central Asia, were instrumental in weakening the Byzantine Empire. They paved the way for the eventual Ottoman conquest of Anatolia. The Battle of Manzikert in 1071 marked a turning point in Byzantine-Seljuk relations. The Seljuk Sultan Alp Arslan decisively defeated the Byzantine army led by Emperor Romanos IV Diogenes. This victory shattered Byzantine control over Anatolia. It opened the way for the influx of Turkic settlers who would transform the region's cultural and demographic landscape. The Seljuks established a powerful sultanate in Anatolia, known as the Sultanate of Rum. They adopted Persian administrative practices and Islamic traditions, blending them with their own Turkic heritage. The Seljuk period witnessed the flourishing of Persianate culture in Anatolia, laying the groundwork for the emergence of the Ottoman Empire. The Seljuk conquests had a profound impact on the region, leading to the decline of Byzantine power. the rise of Turkish Anatolia, and the spread of Islam westward. The Turkic migrations and conquests brought about significant changes in culinary traditions. The nomadic lifestyle of the early Turks influenced their cuisine, which relied heavily on meat, dairy products, and simple grains. However, as the Turks interacted with different cultures, their cuisine evolved, incorporating new ingredients and cooking techniques. The influence of Persia is particularly evident in Turkic cuisine, especially in the use of spices like saffron, cumin, and sumac. Dishes like kebab, pilaf, and baklava, which are now considered staples of Turkish cuisine, have their roots in Persian culinary traditions. The interactions with the Byzantine Empire also left their mark on Turkic cuisine. The Byzantines introduced new ingredients such as olive oil, lemons, and eggplant, which were readily adopted into the Turkic palate. The art of pastry making, for which the Byzantines were renowned, also influenced Turkic cuisine, as evident in the wide variety of pastries found in modern Turkish cuisine. The culinary fusion that emerged from these interactions created a rich and diverse cuisine that reflects the Turkic people's nomadic past and their encounters with different cultures.